Hi dear students, welcome to a new session of Color Cube. Today we are continuing with chapter 8, Body Movements. In this session we are going to discuss on gait of animals. Gait means locomotion in animals. Compare the way of locomotion in humans, fish, duck, horse, snake, etc. Are they all moving in same way? No. Different animals have different kinds of movements. Various animals possess various kinds of movement like swimming, running, jumping, flying, gliding, crawling, etc., which is necessary for them to search food and for reproduction. What is the need of movement in animals? Movement helps them to search food and for reproduction. Gait of animals. What is meant by gait of animals? Gait is the pattern of movement of the limbs of animals, including humans, during locomotion over a solid substrate. Gait is defined as the pattern of movement of the limbs of animals, including humans, during locomotion over a solid substrate. Gait is defined as the way an animal is moving while they are moving on a solid surface. Humans use their legs to walk. Humans are having only 2 legs, but in the case of horses, they are having 4 legs. How cockroaches are moving? They are having legs different from that of horses and humans. How snails are moving? They are crawling. How fishes are moving? They are swimming. So, different animals possess different pattern of movement. Let us discuss them in detail. First, we are going to discuss on earthworms. Everybody might have seen earthworms. Earthworms are commonly found in soil. And what do they eat? They feed on dead and organic matters. For example, dead leaves, dead animals, etc. Earthworms commonly found in soil and feed on dead organic matters. Do they have bones? Earthworms do not have bones. Their body is made up of muscles. Earthworms do not have bones and their body is made up of muscles. And their body is segmented and forms rings all over. Segmented means you can see so many rings in the body of earthworm. That means they are segments. Each ring is segment. The body of an earthworm is segmented. Now let's see how locomotion occurs in earthworm. During movement, the earthworm first extends the front part of the body, keeps the rear portion fixed to the ground. First, it extends or elongates the front part and keep the tail portion fixed to the ground. Then it fixes the front part and releases the rear end. The second step, they fixes the front part and releases the rear end. It then shortens the body and pulls the rear end forward. This makes it to move forward by a small distance. Repeating such muscle expansions and contractions, the earthworm can move through the soil. Please watch earthworm and how it is moving. During the movement, what is the first step? Earthworm first extends the front part of the body. Keep the rear portion fixed to the ground. Here you can see, first the tail end is fixed and it extends or elongates the head region. The region in the direction in which they want to move. Step 2, it fixes the front end and releases the rear end. It shortens the body and pulls the rear end forward. The second step, they fixes the front end and shortens the tail region towards the head region. And this makes it to move forward by a small distance. Every time earthworms cover a small distance. Repeating such muscle expansions and contraction, the earthworm can move through the soil. So we can say How earthworms are moving in the soil? Through muscle expansion and contraction. The body secretes a slimy substance to help the movement. For the smooth locomotion of earthworm, its body secretes a slimy substance which helps the movement. And also, under the body, having a large number of tiny bristles. That means hair-like structures projecting out. Bristles means hair-like structures projecting out of the body of a earthworm. The bristles are connected with the muscles and help to get a good grip on the ground. These bristles help them to have a better grip on the ground. Have you seen bristles? Here you can see bristles. Bristles are hair-like structures projecting from the body of earthworm. They are protected from the muscles and it helps them to have a better grip on the ground. So, locomotion is possible with the help of bristles. The earthworm eats its way through the soil and secretes the undigested material. Earthworm eat throughout it the way through the soil and it excretes undigested material. This movement in soil make the soil fertile. That's why earthworms are called farmer's friend. This movement of earthworms in the soil make the soil fertile. That's why they are called farmer's friend. In this figure you can see the segments, the body of an earthworm. Next we are going to discuss on snail and its locomotion. The rounded structure a snail carries on its back is called the shell. Have you seen snails with shells? There are different varieties of snails. Some of the snails are having shells. These are rounded structure on snails carries on the back. They are called a shell. It is the outer skeleton of the snail, but it is not made of bones. These shells are not made of bones. Snails can even hide its head inside the shell. This head region can be hidden inside this shell. It protects it from enemies. Snails are commonly found on land or in soil. Snail possess wavy movement with muscular contraction. Snails possess which type of movement? Wavy movement with muscular contraction. It also secretes sticky substance called mucus, which helps to reduce grip between the snail and the ground so that they can move easily. How is locomotion possible? They move through the process of muscular contraction, and the body of snail produce a sticky substance called mucus. This mucus helps to reduce the grip between the body of a snail and the ground so that they can move smoothly and easily. It has a shell on its back which is hard but not made of bone and is not helpful in locomotion. Snail locomotion is frequently called crawling. The mode of locomotion of a snail is called crawling. Please learn this new word, crawling. Snail locomotion is frequently called crawling. Here you can see the different parts of a snail and different varieties of snails are also here. Tentacles have eyes on their tips. Sometimes they will hide the tentacles also. Shells protect the snail from heat and enemies. That is the use of shell. Protect the snail from heat and enemies. And its foot is the muscular organ coated with a layer of mucus. Thank you.